thing, guys. Prepare for that. Run under.
Hey, everyone, inside the door. Door. All back.
Don't follow.
Headshot, headshot.
Go long.
Oh, headshot there. Confirm. Yeah, they have mid.
Shoot here. Get back. Get back.
Go back.
I want bomb guy and one guy stay here. One guy, bomb guy, stay here. Stay there quietly. Bomb guy. Who has a bomb? One guy. T-base. Three guys, three base. We're gonna go to the B now. We're gonna fake B and you guys gonna go from long to A.
Let me flash for you there. Hold on. Flashing.
No. We're just gonna go. Let's go and start shooting here. Go, don't die. Turn. You came too a little bit too far. I felt like somebody blocked me.
3B, that's 3B.
Planting long.
I felt like somebody was too close to me. I couldn't go back.
I was far from you.
Very far. Cannot.
Money long.
Okay, that strat, it's too chaotic. I feel like you're just running around everywhere. You're not. So I'm not. So I understand the concept. You're trying to catch people off guard, maybe catch rotation, but you're also leaving yourself exposed to a lot of positions and angles because, you know, you go down lower B, you're exposed for mid and cat, and then you have to run all the way long. And then you have Glocks, they have USPs, they could shoot you up mid, they could shoot from cat. And then you're going long A and they have USPs there. So I feel like it's just too chaotic and too much running around and not taking enough map control. So I'll show you another strat or a couple strats that I like on T side, but I also think dropping USPs on this map is really good on T side and just fighting them long range. Because every position, everything except cat is long range on this map. You know, long A, B, mid, cat, even cat is like super USP advantage. So dropping USPs, and then you could get nades. You know, so it could drop USP, get nades and support. I feel like on this map, cat is really good. Also, going out mid, smoking CT and making it a little awkward for them is also good. Hitting long A and B with Glocks, it's very difficult. Unless you have a couple USPs. But yeah, I'm just not a fan of that strat. You know, as we could see, it was just too chaotic. We gave them too many shots, too many fights, and we didn't get enough map control.
Well, full eco and then we buy next round.
Oh.
We went too far when we did the B, like, you know, the B fucking fake. We shouldn't die there.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Now this round, just do random shit on this round, doesn't matter right now. This is full eco.
So on these rounds where we're doing a full eco, you lose piss around at second round T side. The longer you stay alive, the more grenades you draw from the CTs. So for example, just staying alive until like 20 seconds, you're going to draw a lot of grenades, smokes, and flashes from the CT. The worst thing you could do on this round is just to give up and give them a free kill early. Because if they have 5-on-4 and they know we have Glock save, they're not going to use their nades. They don't feel danger. They're like, okay, we already have 5-on-4. We know they're full saving, so they're gonna save their nades. So, and also like sometimes the CTs get aggressive and they get cocky and arrogant, and then they push. And if you do a head stack or if you hold some weird angle, sometimes you can get a really free kill because they just push into you. So even though it's a full Glock save here, I would say you still want to have a plan. You still want to like you know, you don't want to give up and just kind of do free for all and do whatever you want. So I like these rounds, you know, like you and the lower tunnel player. See, right now your spacing's kind of off. So if your lower player died, you couldn't really trade him. So he needs to wait for you, and you guys need to work together. And then you could do a head stack somewhere, and maybe they push. Maybe you get lucky and they get cocky. You push, they push, you get a kill. It's 5-on-4, and now you have a chance to win the round. So just keep that in mind anytime you're playing eco rounds. There's you can still win, or at least staying alive will draw nades, and you can waste your money.
Hey, double stack middle, double stack middle. So they don't mark the.
So if they do a double stack middle there, then they have 2B. They have at least 1B and 2 mid. So here I would like for us to go cat, and then maybe we could go cat and get the bomb down.
A shot.
Did it break?
Long, short one close. I headshot him on the middle.
Middle is quite low, but there's two. One FAMAS, one MP.
Nice kills.
We're gonna slow play this. We need MSI lurk on upper tunnel, and three middle, and one guy holds long from like lurk still long.
Okay, so they double naded long there. That's good information, and that's something that you should tell your teammates, because we saw 2 HGs there.
I can flash shot for you, Bobby, actually.
Yeah.
Nice, my game crash.
I can flash shot.
Middle. Oh, he's dead.
We can try mid to be.
We could actually fake this and go. Let's we could
1B,
go B.
1B. 1B. Thunder now, they have thunder now. Sin, thunder now.
No, same height.
Bomb side. Let's go from a middle B. He's dead. Go from the middle.
Be clear, be clear.
Okay, so here, the mid round, we didn't really know what we were doing. Unfortunately, one player disconnected, so I think it was a 4-on-4 at that point. But, you know, we took cat. We have 2 players on cat trying to go cat. We have 1 player like mid, you know, 2 players mid, and you guys are really disconnected, and we don't really have a plan. So the cat player shouldn't have gone out, first of all. I feel like we didn't, you know, if you're going to go cat, that's fine, but we need more players there. But I think the big information there was that the B player pushed B, and we know he pushed B. So they have all this info on CT side. So it's a 4-on-4, and 1 push B. We heard 1 mid, and then early round we heard 2 nades long A, right? So we know where all 4 CT players are. There should be, you know, 1 mid, 1 B push, and 2 long A. So there's a lot of different options we could do. We could regroup back mid, go out mid, kill that mid player, and squeeze B, and then we know that B player's either B or he's B tunnel. We could all fall back, go B, kill that B player, and then go B, and then just kill that guy outside B. Third option is we could fall back to cat, and we could do a 4-on-2 cat. You could do a fake. But, you know, so there's all these options we can do because we know where all 4 CT players are. But I guess the call really didn't come through, and we kind of just everyone split apart, and we didn't have a plan. So it's always good to tell your teammates where the CT players are, you know. So we know there's 2 long A, 1 mid, 1 B. What do you guys want to do? That's always a good thing. So if you know where all CT players are on the map, now you know what strategy should be the best. So always keep that in mind. Like mid round, maybe it's 3-on-3, 4-on-4, even if it's 5-on-5. If you have exact information where all 5 CT players are, then someone needs to speak up and say that. One window, 2 apps, 2 banana, or something like that. And it's just always a good habit. So on T side, you're always trying to collect information. You're always trying to figure out where the CTs are, what setups they're doing. Once you have that information, then you can go ahead and call the strat to break that setup.
He's still there.
Buy.
We can buy. We're gonna do the same slowly.
Let's do the same zone, but we go double door. Is that okay with you?
Hey, stop shooting, Colby.
Where is that?
Where he was? It's long.
So right there, there's a disconnect between you two. So if your teammate would have said, "Hey, Colby, come long A with me," you could have maybe traded him. Or Colby, you saw your teammate, he wanted to push. It looked like he wanted to push, right? So you stop spamming, and it just looks like your teammate wants to go. So you can ask him, "Hey, do you want to push long, or do you want to take long together, or this way?"
Hey, stop shooting, Colby.
So see, he wants you to stop shooting because he probably wants to move up. So you should have been there with him, or you guys should need to communicate and work together.
Where is that?
Where he was? It's long. Close.
They're playing far. Short is playing far.
You guys wanna break mid 3?
MSI on your right side, I think. I think he's on a CT base side.
Yeah.
One side, I'll go on.
City low. 1 B door.
CT and green boxes.
Okay, then we're gonna
Green
go
box.
back.
Careful, green box. You guys are blocking each other bad. 20 seconds.
Crossfire like that.
We're gonna do B rush, but we're gonna do it so by Deagles. We're gonna buy Deagles. We try to surprise them. 3 guys goes and smoke CT base, and you're gonna rush with the Deagles. 2 guys stays in a tunnel, and we're gonna assist B take with you. Who is here? MSI, stay with me.
They push already. They know we don't know money.
Alright, that was really bad that they pushed us like that.
They know we don't know money.
Wait, I challenge long. Fight try more.
Yeah, I'm gonna lurk with you.
Wait, three long.
Okay, so we have really good info. We just picked off 1 mid.
No. Right side door.
Come on.
Okay, yeah, good round, Colby.
Need a gun?
Maybe long.
Drop one AK.
I don't know.
Okay, thank
No,
you.
no, I dropped
Got
it,
it.
Simon.
Got it already. I got it already. Do what we did previous round.
Come close. Three close. Three close B. Is 14?
Mid door left side. Mid door close.
One more long.
I'm marking home. One bomb side bridge.
They don't push. Fall back.
One very close to the B door.
Left side middle.
Down, B1 down.
Okay, B1. The left guy is on. Okay.
Okay, so awesome. So red got 2 kills, and we know there's one outside B. So this is a pretty easy call. We just need to regroup back B. The thing that I could see happening is the B player dies. Red dies because the CT kills him, which is fine. But CR player, he's T-spawn. What would be worst case scenario is our teammate dies, and then us two go B without good spacing, and we can't really trade the CT player. So if this player dies, that's fine, but this T player and us two here in mid need to regroup together and have good, be shoulder to shoulder, so then we could bait each other and then make sure we trade this guy.
Okay, B clear.
No, B door.
So yeah, so our player died, so we actually heard that footstep spawn. So you have a good chance to kill this guy if you play a good angle.
B door.
Okay, so we just...
The left guy is on. Okay, B clear.
No, B door.
I don't think you actually needed to fight here, Colby, because our teammates could just fall back, go long A and plant, or they could go up cat and plant, and then all you have to do is just stay alive and just catch them as they're trying to rotate our flank. Does that make sense? If our teammates were going B, then like if the bomb player was already close to B, then I think this is a good fight mid because you can help them. But we're still nowhere close to B. Plus, we have 3-on-2. We have the information. Like, you don't need to fight this. So you just needed to fall back, go back to lower tunnel, or watch, pick a weird off angle for mid or upper B, and then our teammates fall back. So yeah, this was not a good fight for you.
B door.
One low. Two B door.
B door.
Two B door.
B door.
One more B door.
Let's be.
Last guys.
Okay, then it's A. He's on a B. Nice.
I be that fire.
Drop please.
Yeah, I think we just keep doing like this lah. Wherever you want to go and try to take down, just take down and just feed info,
Drop please. Anyone?
so we can adjust.
I drop one.
They are debuts, huh? They have debuts.
I'm flashing over. Flashing over again. B is clear, guys.
Two more.
Yeah,
One
lower
tunnel.
tunnel,
Two
lower
lower tunnel. Two lower tunnel.
Altitude.
I'm gonna go upper tunnel.
Nice one, Simon.
Go.
La.
I'm waiting for you. One.
He's already upper tunnel or lower tunnel.
Two.
He's deep in an upper tunnel.
Steady. Steady, steady.
No, it doesn't. They eco now, right? Now they
Yeah.
need to eco.
They eco just now. They can force buy this round.
But they had guns.
No, they picked up the guns.
They had M4s.
But majority was using deagles.
Okay, they force fight.
Now they don't have. Sniper middle. Sniper low.
Okay, we need to be careful here. We know they have an op mid.
One middle. One bomb side B.
I hit.
Yeah, flash.
Flashing shot.
Sniper down. Sniper down. One more down.
PD base down.
Okay, coming.
Along.
I'm inside B guys.
He fall back though, Edo.
Hunting.
Actually.
Simon, you might. No, no, flash.
I know
Where
my
you?
game.
Zone.
No, no, I do not.
I want
No, no, already. Yes.
I want to fight long. Good.
Main flash. Yeah.
Flash.
Bomb side B1.
Looking short,
Okay, so we have really good info here because our teammate took long. So this really feels like they're gonna stack cat or maybe a trap middle or something. So we need to be really careful here taking cat, and we need to tell the rest of our team that we have position of long A, right? So we have the info long A that they're not there, right? But our other teammates may not know that info because they're lower B or they're middle. So we need to relay and update that information to our team.
Pushing double door.
Kobe, I'm looking short, man.
Can you flash? Zone?
I know flash.
No, I already. One more.
Yep, so there it is. We anytime you take long, they have to be cat or mid. So we need to be extra careful and use our grenades to counter that. So right there, just it wasn't really good space. We only had 2 people there. So, you know, the B player could have maybe went lower, throw some nades. This top player here could have maybe flashed for us cat. But right here, you know, so our teammate's swinging here, and I guess we can kind of trade here. But another way to do that is you could have gone on this ledge here, and then your teammate peeks from below. So then you could peek from here and here at the same time.
I know flash.
No, I already. One more.
One.
One.
Yeah, go. 10-5 guys, 10-5. We need 10-5.
Can you guys do mid rush and smoke CT base if I lurk in the dark? Upper tunnel.
Simon, just drop the support.
Get to the mid doors, guys.
Simon, get to the alley, yeah?
I'm okay, I'm okay.
Kobe, I'm flashing.
One more B.
Headshot.
No A.
One shot.
Okay, upper tunnel. Take the B then. Upper tunnel. B is clear. Upper tunnel, the guy.
Yeah, he jumped to mid door. Then mid door, guys.
Upper
kill
tunnel
middle?
was the last one, right?
I kill middle.
No tunnel last, no tunnel.
LT.
Yeah.
He's going mid.
Is my microphone on?
No.
Yes.
Yeah. No, you said go A and
He's
that's
going
why I
high
went
mid,
A.
He's
Yeah.
going
No, I
high
said
mid.
upper tunnel is the last one.
Yeah.
I think he's saving my ult.
Red is 20 HP then. Door.
Coming, I'm no flashing.
Window.
Yeah, window.
Side now.
Pass. Nice.
No, Zon, he said go A, that's why I went to A.
Okay, so one of the things that should have happened is right here.
Nah,
S-
yeah, in the dark.
So we don't know if they're buying or saving right now.
Upper tunnel.
I think your teammate said Deagle, I'm not sure. But right here, as soon as this player peeked Cat
Get to the beach.
with the pistol, right here, as soon as he peeked Cat with the Deagle, we know they're saving. So we need to tell our team that they're saving. So now we have to play this round differently. Obviously, if they're saving, if they're buying. So generally, when you know this early if they're saving, you don't want to split up and give them one-on-one fights. It's good to just stick together as a team and then trade and overrun them, because if someone dies, they can't get your gun. But if we start splitting apart and going solo, someone dies, they get a gun, it gets really dangerous. So right here, I think you guys should have just regrouped and then gone somewhere together. So like right here, I don't think you should be rushing. I don't think anyone should be rushing right now. We should just be slowing it down and holding the angles.
I'm walking early, I'm walking early.
So like see right here, we have one player by himself B. We have 3 mid, which is okay. And then we have one guy long A. So we're like really spread apart with these 2 players. I think we could have just regrouped to lower B to B. Or this player B can come back mid and we go all 5 cat. Or we're all 5 just regroup. We could go long A. But yeah, we're just split apart.
Kobe, I'm flashing. Kobe, I'm flashing.
One more B. One more B.
So see that's what happened there.
Kobe, I'm flashing. Kobe,
It's 5-on-3 and we're split apart. B player dies. The guy back here in mid, who's back here, gets killed. And then all of a sudden, because this B player should have fell back, but we're split apart. And this player back here is kind of way out of the picture. He should have gone B or came mid. And now, you know, it was a 5-on-3. Now it's a 3-on-3. They have guns and it gets really ugly. So I just felt like you just don't be afraid to just slow it down on eco rounds and regroup.
Guys were already at the B, so I said take B. The last B is clear and the guy is in the upper tunnel.
No worries, no worries. Let's do this. Let's do this. Focus. We got this. I think they might. One pass. Sniper middle. Sniper middle. They shot here. They shot here. They shot here. They shot here.
Grenades. Throw grenades deep in short.
I'm low.
Okay, so you did a good job taking cat. The thing that you should now do is just hold an angle and watch for a push. What I don't want you to do here is you try to take cat by yourself because no one could trade you. Because you know, you're up here really fast. You did a good job clearing this first angle, but now if you get greedy and clear the second angle, your teammates aren't close enough to you.
Kobe, I'm gonna flash. Flashing top.
So even here, I know he's flashing for you, but still, we need to take cat with at least 2 people to be trading. So I just have a feeling that you're gonna die here, or maybe you might get one and then they're gonna trade you. Okay. So see, right now your teammate's ahead. This is bad spacing by both of you. He should have waited for you, or you should have told your teammate to wait. I know he got the kill, but this is still not good practice or good fundamentals. So see, he dies, and now we don't get a clean trade here. So you guys need to group up together when you're taking really dangerous spots like this.
Dead.
Okay, so we got 2 kills here at cat. And we know there's always going to be one mid and one B. So the third player is probably A or long A. So with that in mind, now because we know where all 3 players are, we can decide what strat we can do. So, you know, knowing that there's only one A, if we could somehow get back to cat and take cat, that'd be good. But I feel like fighting here mid is not good because we're pushing into where there's potentially 2 players.
Switch B, the B guy is in a
Sniper,
CD base now.
Oh, one more, one
CTB
mid.
here.
Yeah, so it got really ugly here. So yeah, there was no reason to push out mid because we already know there's two there, most likely two. So the mid player should have fell back. Also, this A player is kind of out of the picture. So the A player here could have pushed long A while everyone stays alive. But we got the advantage 4-on-3, and then we're just like running out and fighting when we didn't really need to rush anything. There's still 48 seconds on the clock.
Only one dude in a B.
Window,
Only one dude in a B. Window and
Guys,
CT base.
Both up.
Now the A is good.
Run.
You need to go fast before the A guy gets the spot. He's under you or already there. Okay, he already decided. Last guy.
So here, I think you should plan for long and try to cross. That would be what I would do.
B.
Low. Upper low.
Not.
Yeah, so this is good. I think you get a timing peak here. 95% of the time, he's probably going to be here and spawn.
Oh my god.
No.
It's either this or cat. It's clear. Now you can go across the pit. Perfect. He could still flank long, so you got to be ready for that. Oh, nice try.
That's right, Bobby. If you want to take off and then you want to snipe from that side. Yeah, they're done.
Take it. I have the eagle.
Okay, did. Confirm us.
Wait.
I need the gun.
B.
Can someone flash mid doors?
Wait.
I'm too far from you. Let's be.
Let's guys fake B and go A. Can we do that? Bomb already started moving.
Yeah, I'm going to outside the door. Hopefully they didn't push.
AVP, don't peek. Okay, switch already. Go from T base. You guys need to be faster. They know. They're not gonna even. They already moved.
Go.
Now they're moving back already to A because it's taking
Hey,
too
one-
long to switch.
One saw me.
You guys have
Okay,
flash?
one B, one mid.
Ram.
Go.
Ram.
Yeah.
Behind the box.
Nice job, Colby. Good reactions and hitting W and moving really fast. We do need to get the bomb down, or get the bomb. It's at long A here.
C4 is pit, guys. C4 is at pit. Last I have.
Let's upper. Let's upper B.
Smokes, guys. If you have smokes or something.
I drop
Okay,
bomb.
sure.
Does it have?
I think he might
I
come
am saving
from
up.
alley. Simon, take
Don't
the
be in a
alley.
spots where he can peek.
Don't try hard game. Confirm.
It's AVP.
Drop one.
And again.
Can drop sniper. He's sniper.
I'm getting the AK.
One more. Do you have a gun now? Somebody drop me gun, right?
Yeah.
MSI drop. It's on the ground.
Yeah, we need to be careful. They still have a op, and I feel like the other people will be kind of low money here.
Yeah.
C4 drop.
I can net shot. Where's your mid?
How was he not
Oh,
flashed? Mid, double mid. Three middle.
Okay, so here we need to take cat before we take mid. Two players are just coming out mid, and we don't have cat position. So next time you guys play Dust 2, practice taking cat first, and then you could, once all these kind of angles are here are clear, now we can take mid. Yeah, but it was just It's really dangerous taking mid with 2 people. I think you need at least 3, and you need some good flashes out there. But yeah, it's just not. It's especially if we don't have any. We know the opera's mid, so we're pushing into an opera, which is not good. But there's been a lot of rounds here now that you guys are just forcing fights out mid before we even take cat. What would be better is if you take cat and then maybe one person fakes cat with like smokes and flashes, and then 2 people or maybe 3 people can come out mid, and now you can catch them off guard. But it's just too predictable if you challenge mid first before you challenge cat.
There was only one at A. Or what?
Yeah.
Was that
One
guy
more shot, one more shot.
Yeah, no.
One
shot,
shot,
one mid.
two. Guys, one
Two mid,
shot,
two
two
mid.
B, yeah. 2 mid, 1 shot.
Can fight shot or digger.
I'm going long, I'm going long.
Go.
30 seconds, guys. You need time to plant as well.
Yeah,
Clear
yeah.
and plant.
I miss.
No time to go this low.
Can clash go B.
Okay, aim up.
Nice try, nice try.
Side B.
First long, first long. They never take long, you know.
Tremor.
was one of
This
these
is
places
too long. Go back. Hopper.
Tunnel clear.
I think we can rush B together at trade kill.
Fuck.
Oh.
Sorry.
Come.
Yeah, check this shot.
One middle, ah.
Mid door dead. We have a B. B clear.
I'm in B.
I'm coming.
Is someone tunnel?
Getting B plan.
Tunnel,
No.
Somebody take over tunnel, eh. Kobe take the tunnel.
I'm done.
Outside B.
Door.
Wait, yeah, touch.
You have lots of time.
No flash, ah. No flash. It's outside, ah.
Oh,
Careful with the plan. Oh my god.
two window.
Flash it.
I'm blinded.
Pushing.
No worries.
I'm blinded.
Pushing coming.
No. Window.
Window was.
Okay. TT side. Yeah, I think so too. I think that's exactly what they're gonna do. I'll be taking beam.
Play 2 shot.
Red
I
has
can boost shot
kids.
if you want.
Alright.
I play long. I never played long before.
One upper tunnel.
Mid. Lower tunnel. CT.
Four.
Damn, he just.
He fall back. He fall back.
Just
He fall back.
I did 76 on Tovka guy and
Hello?
the sneak got 26.
Yeah.
So there's a one headshot somewhere. Okay, he's dead. The low HP died.
Shot sound.
Short. They can still switch B, by the way.
Careful mid. I hold this shot.
I would not be surprised if they go B.
Mid that one.
Like they're now mid doors.
Sen, can you take side? I play.
Long clear, long clear, long clear.
B.
Only one.
I don't know.
One
It's
pilot,
pilot.
Two side.
and
One
no
pilot,
plant.
two side.
Guys, mid rush.
Okay.
Save, full save, just save. Everybody go, hey, stack, A stack and buy grenades. Buy grenades and A stack. I'm only gonna scout here and I'm gonna join you guys. Everybody just have grenades.
It's more city.
It's B, I think it's B. B split.
One middle, one middle.
Oh my god, my mouse is broken. I can jump on. I have a mouse wheel jump and it's broken. It keeps jittering.
Shot one flash. Shot flashing, shot flashing, shot. Shot coming up, shot coming up. City.
Wow, that's unlucky. I just rushed you like that. I do like your play here.
Oh my god, my mouse.
Shot one flash. Shot flashing, shot. Flashing, shot.
I think that flash is good, but I would have liked you, because you still stayed in CT spawn.
Shot one flash.
I would have liked for you to move towards the right hand side here and kind of move towards this site. Because if you're stuck in CT, you can't really help your teammates. But if you can get to this angle here, you can at least look up and try to shoot some of them crossing, or maybe someone that's really close.
Shot coming up, shot coming up. One more.
No,
One. Go rush. Five
We-
together. Five.
We have patience.
Done.
And bye.
Kami saya boleh net.
I need someone to jump in the middle.
Dorang selalu
Catwalk.
rush catwalk.
Somebody jump middle for Zoe.
Alright.
Grenades.
Info.
Mid door.
Oh,
Mid door was empty. He came to shoot me behind. Fuck.
miss.
Be smoke. Be taken.
Okay, window.
Patience me and hold our positions. Don't leave your spot so
Long
easy.
flash.
I no flash,
Yeah,
I no
I do.
flash.
I have. If you
Safe,
want.
yes.
Safe.
Says I come from there and shoot arrow in the back. Like, stick in your positions until it's confirmed what they do. We are literally giving them rounds.
Block.
I need sniper.
Window.
Open doing shot. One more.
One shot, one shot.
Nice. So I think the last two are long A. They could already be crossed here, so you should be scoped. Yep. Oh, that's a good shot.
One goes one side. One goes one side.
If
Window from us.
I jump for you.
I can't see it. One middle pivot.
rest of the rounds. I need a gun.
I can drop. I drop.
Boosting for shot.
Are you changing mid? Wait.
No, I'm doing shot.
I think it's B. B
There,
something.
There's one outside. One catwalk.
Flashing tunnels. One more.
So definitely an over rotation there. Now you're holding A by yourself. I think one person should have stayed cat.
Two tunnel. Shot.
One mid.
They go shot.
Mid doors.
Flashing shot.
Short something.
Yeah, definitely over rotation there. Then you got stuck at cat by yourself.
Long.
Okay, long shot.
Pushing upper tunnel. Guys, right?
I don't know how this dude knew where I was. What did he do?
Mana?
One more low. Tunnel. Going to LT.
So right there, Colby, I think you should have pushed with your teammate there and fully cleared B Hall. I know that first angle was clear, but in case there's a lurker. And another reason why you should have stuck with your teammate is because if you do get a kill, then you could pick up a weapon. But I think you just push all the way for info with both you guys, clear all the way tunnel, or both of you need to fall back.
Sounds like one A shot.
Yeah,
One
one
LT.
shot.
That lower.
Going shot already.
How
Going shot
many
already.
shot?
I think
One,
two.
One. I only see one.
I think they came.
I'm doing already. Flashing.
Last shot. Nice.
Nice, good retake.
Good shot, man.
Oh, I got one AK already. I got one AK already by shot.
I go long.
I think they came. I will flash shot.
Wow, that was a crazy peek by that guy. That was crazy.
Take the AV.
Or you...
So I think one of you guys should have stayed there and at least hold the angle.
Tunnel.
Pass it.
Ah,
Where? Info.
tunnel out.
Mid door.
B taken.
How many?
Already dead.
Oh,
Yeah,
Go.
Hey B, two guys come
need
to me to the B, the mid door, and we throw the grenades far on the short with me. Are you ready? Now.
So I think you should stay there, Colby. Or in general, I think whenever you guys take long A, someone should stay there. Because it's just a strong position to have. If they have position of long A, it's so easy for them to squeeze A. You know, they'll like squeeze you from pit, they'll squeeze you from cat, and it's it's no good for us. Like, you know, think about it. If we're on T side, if we have pit control over long control, now it's so much easier to take long A. So we already threw a nade and we have kind of the angle at long A, so let's stay there. So I think so should stay there, maybe pit or, you know, kind of an off angle or something. But now that we gave them long, it's like, well, it's so easy for them to take cat. And if they have long, it's really tough for us. So yeah, just stay there.
They did the same thing. They threw the middle also.
Careful mid. One tunnel. They flash B.
Short, a lot.
Okay, tell me if they.
3 at short.
Hey, Simon, the Ali I'm hiding.
Yeah, no.
One mid down, one mid down.
Ali one flash, Ali one flash.
So see, it's kind of awkward. You know, these are like not good positions because we gave them long A. If you would have stayed long A, then your two teammates could be focused on cat right now. But now it's kind of like you can't really watch this guy's back because it's you know, they could, if this your teammate gets pushed back, they could push, you know, long A here. Now you're squeezed and you can't really protect your teammate from the side on catwalk.
One Ali. Two Ali. Ali near. One near. One.
Two more long.
One more. Two more. Last two. One.
Wow, good hold though by the team. Big comeback so far. Only 2 more rounds. I feel like they're gonna rush this round somewhere.
B rush, I think. Careful mid doors.
Hey,
Shot.
How many?
Hey, no, one more.
Mid
Hey,
door.
long one.
Fuck. CT base. CT base.
Hey, long haven't crossing now. Hey, long. I don't see C4,
It's there.
C4 is like short. C4 is short.
Nice, Colby. Good clutch. Good clutch.
Kobe, I need to
You wanna go shot?
Game
Ryan?
face on. If he can do this now.
One sniper.
So this is another tough round for us. We don't have long A and we don't have cat. So you can see how you can get in trouble when you don't take long A. So I think when you guys moving forward on CT side, it's really good to play by spawns. So whoever has best spawns long A will go double nade it and then leave one guy there. And now you could play one pit or something watching long A, one goose, or maybe one ramp or one cat. It's just much easier to hold A this way. But now we don't have position of either. Now we're stuck here. We're going to get squeezed again.
middle.
Careful mid. Careful mid.
I think they're pushing mid door now. Mid door pushing. They throw lots of flashes on mid door.
One long.
Ali.
Two long.
So here in this position, you guys need to take something. You need to take cat or long. Usually long cat is good. And then hopefully not getting shot in the side from long.
Shot one more. Shot C4 guy. Hey, shot out.
Hey, shot.
Oh, nice try.
Guys, hey, shot two. Hey, shot two. Ali one.
So
Yep, so that's GG. Let me just load up and show you some stuff. So T-side does too. We always need to take position of cat on gun rounds. And that gives us a little bit of space to work with. So let me just load. All right, so generally on T-side dust 2, you'll have one guy go long, maybe throw a flash or make some noise early, and you try to draw some nades, and you listen for how many take long. If you hear like 2 or 3 take long A, then we could try to accelerate cat fast. If we know there's 3 long, then yeah, we definitely need to take position of cat. If we only hear 2 long A, then there's probably most likely 1 on cat. But we could still move up to cat really quick. Okay, so that's what the long A player does. He needs to try to draw nades, get information, and then tell the rest of the team how many players are there. Let's say on most times CTs are going to do like a 2-3 setup, so 2B, 3A. So the other team, they double naded long, and then one guy usually went cat late. But in general, this is how you want to run T-side default. So get information long. When the lower players get to around here, sometimes they could boost up on cat, like on this box in op, or sometimes they could do a head stack here in op lower B. So that's when this player, which I think is you most of the time, this is when you throw this flash. So you need to time it so the lower B players will call for the flash, and then you could throw a flash there that you throw, and now they can walk down mid and not get, or walk down lower B and not get killed from cat. And then from this point, this is when someone would smoke mid doors, and then you can start. These players can walk up and start taking cat. So at this point, when mid is smoked and the lower players are mid and mid, then you can move up here. Maybe you could throw a flash out here, but and then this player, you guys could like boost up on this box. But at this point, this is when you guys take cat. So you can come here, you could jiggle peek this little box corner, and then someone from lower can nade or flash for you guys when you get to this corner. So this player could throw a nade, and then maybe he can even throw like a flash up here, and then you just swing in front of it. Boom. And then you clear this first corner. Then you have to do the same nades to take this corner, because you never want to dry peek this corner, because they could do a head stack here. An opera could be right here, peeking down. They could be on this box. So this is where you wait here, and then your teammate, you should have the other teammate here with you, and then you have the other flash, the second flash. So this player that flashes up here first could come here and then throw another flash for you guys, like right here. And then 2 people need to swing out right here, one guy close, one guy far, and then you guys clear this angle. Now you guys have cat. That's pretty much a standard way you could take cat most rounds, but this would be a pretty safe way to do it. But it's very important that you guys throw the right flashes and nades, and then wait for them, and then peek together at the same time. Then once you have cat control, you have them push back here. Now you guys could do whatever you want. Maybe 3 of you regroup back to mid. The A player comes back to mid, and then you could do like 4 out mid to B, right? Or the B player, if you guys want to do an A split, the B player can fall back. The long player, 2 players come out long and 3 players could go cat. Or you could do a fake. So this player, which is probably you, if you have extra nades, you could throw a smoke and throw flashes and nades. And then the A player needs to fall back, and then those 3 mid players, as soon as you fake cat, you 3 can come out mid, kill this guy, smoke CT, and then do a B split. So you see there's a lot of options you can do, but it all starts with taking cat. And then depending on what strat is called, the A and B player, the edge players, need to rotate accordingly. So like I said, if we know we're doing mid, so maybe this strat early round is called, hey, let's do default to a mid split, or a default to B split. then we know as soon as we start like kind of taking cat, this A player needs to rotate fast and get in position to come mid, and then we can split B. Or let's say the pre-round strat is, hey, let's do default to a B split, or sorry, let's do default to A split. Then once we start kind of taking cat here, then the B player here knows that he needs to fall back T-spawn A, or he could come mid here with you guys and then go to long A or come up cat, and then one player comes A. So that's what I like to do. I like to call a strat in freeze time. And if everything's going according to plan, it's like 5-on-5 and they're giving us space and we could do any strat we want, then we continue on with it. But of course, if like one of our teammates dies or we get a pick off or something, then we can change the strat. But in general, when it's still 5-on-5 and they allow us to give us space, you just continue on with the original strat. But yeah, that's the thing I wanted to point out on T side. On CT side, you guys should, I like to play by spawns, so whoever has best long A spawns should go long A. You can go here and double nade. You know, it's always safe. Sometimes you don't have to double nade, you could just double swing and just walk out and don't give him that information. Then one player could play pit like here or something, or play like an off angle or something. But pit's kind of good because if you get a kill and you fall back, then this player here, usually an opper is like, this is a really good spot with an op. You can watch cat with an op. If your teammate long A gets into a fight, then he can flash and then the pit player can peek with that. So this is a really good strong setup. But yeah, having an op here is a really strong position because you can come here and help both sides. And then the third person, you could play sight over here, or you could play in goose, or you can play ramp or something. But I'd much rather see you guys do this setup than like what you're doing before. Sometimes you could do a setup on cat, maybe like once or twice a half, but it's just so easy to take cat as T when you have nades and flashes. So, but I do sometimes would like, you know, maybe a boost up fast. Someone jumps up here and like ops down lower B. That's like one. Or, you know, sometimes you could just do a double stack right here. Or sometimes, you know, you could boost on the box up here and another person stays below the box. But I mean, you're only gonna really stay on cat or fight cat maybe once a half, and that's to try to catch them off guard. But in general, most of the times you guys want to do a pit setup. So sometimes you could do like a pit, someone play pit, and then this player plays an op or something, and you could play the other three on mid and B. So you have 2A, and this play, if they take cat and they go heavy cat, that's fine. You just give it to them, but you guys need to hold long. So this player would come here, hold the door, and then the other pit player would stay pit. And then if they take cat and A, that's fine. We'll just do a retake. But we try maybe can, you know, get 1 or 2 kills as they're coming in. But this is a good setup because if you think they're going to do like something B or mid, then you could have 2 mid, 1 B. So the B player, you know, plays in B. Then you have one player with an op or something fighting op, and then the other player kind of close, making sure they don't brush the opper. Or, you know, sometimes you could do a head stack. So someone stays here, and then you do a head stack on top of the player here, and op. It's a good setup. Also, you know, sometimes you could do a stack here, head stack, another, you know, setup. So you just want to try to look for an early pick. But in general, those are the 2 CT setups I would do. Is 3A, you take pit, or, you know, again, sometimes cat, and then 3B/mid, and then 2A. Okay, well, yeah, hopefully that helps, Colby.